What's up guys, welcome back with a new real versus fake AirPods Pro 2 full comparison video. Today we'll be comparing the original AirPods Pro 2s to the Danny version 5.2 H2s Ultra. So here we do have the Danny version 5.2 H2s Ultra, and on the right side we do have the original AirPods Pro 2s. In this comparison, we'll be diving into the differences between the packaging. We'll be also testing and comparing the sound quality, the features such as ANC Transparency mode, spatial audio. We'll also be testing the microphone quality, the weight of each earbuds and charger case, and of course much more features. So first of all, here's a diagram of the key features and differences between these two earbuds. So starting with the Apple AirPods Pro 2s, these will have the H2 chip as compared to the Danny version 5.2 H2s Ultra. These will have the Huilian H2s Ultra, more specifically the 277 chip. Both of these will have Bluetooth 5.3. As for the originals, these will have up to 6 hours of listening time per charge, 5 hours and a half with spatial audio, and as for the clones, these will last approximately up to 6 to 7 hours per charge with discrepancies depending on volume listened to. And of course, if you do have ANC turned on, these will last approximately up to 4.5 to 5 hours per charge. As for the originals, these do last longer with ANC turned on due to software and hardware optimization. Both of these will have a MagSafe wireless charging case, but of course the original ones would probably have stronger magnets. And of course it does have the U1 chip for precision finding. As for the clones, it does not have that feature. Both of these will also have air detection, pressure control, the brand new volume sliding control features. So you can pause the video if you want to have a look at the list, but one thing I want to touch on is that iCloud Sync is different than iCloud multi-device switching or iCloud quick switch feature. So on the original, it does have the iCloud Sync. What this feature does is allowing you to switch in between your Apple devices that are connected on the same Apple ID without any hassle. So you can either connect to your secondary iPhone, iPad, MacBook, or much more. Compared to the clone, this won't actually work, but it does allow you to connect up to 2 devices. But most of the features are available in both. Other than that, the originals do have adaptive audio and conversation awareness, where the clone does not have that feature. Some of these clones do show in the Bluetooth settings that they have conversation awareness and adaptive audio, but it's just there for show. It does not actually work at all. So the Danny version 5.2 H2s Ultra will take approximately an average 2 to 4 weeks to deliver. It could be as quick as a week and a half if there are no shipping delays. So let's start with the packaging. The clone on the left side once again, and the original on the right side. So the clone, the Danny version 5.2 H2s Ultra, will come in a double box. This is to cover the box itself. Let's have a quick look at the boxes. As you can see, here is side by side. The originals of course will have better quality in terms of the image on top of the box. Both of these you can actually feel the little bump on top, so that's pretty good. On the side right here we do have the stickers with the serial number, and here's a quick look at the box. As you can see, very similar to the originals. And then on the side we do have Apple logo, and then here says AirPods Pros. At the bottom right here we have the pull tabs, which once again looks very similar to the originals. If you guys want to know how to spot a fake AirPods Pro 2s, do watch the video in the link down below in the description or right here. You can tap right here to watch it. So let's start unboxing the originals. Once you open the box, the first thing you'll see is the pamphlet that says designed by Apple in California. Then right here we do have 4 different manuals including the user guide. Let's check out the Danny version 5.2 H2s Ultra. Starting with the pull tabs, once again a little bit harder to peel compared to the original ones. It's actually gonna be easier if I just use a knife. Here we go. So here we go, let's check out the Danny version 5.2 H2s Ultra. Once you open the box, the first thing you'll see is the pamphlet once again that says designed by Apple in California, and inside right here we will get the 4 manuals as well. So here's a side-by-side quick look. We've got the AirPods Pro 2s in the box wrapped in the plastic. Of course, the originals right here will have a thicker plastic compared to the clone. Is actually a lot thinner. After that we will have the tray that holds the AirPods. The originals, it's made of cardboard, and the clone is made of hard plastic. Both of these will have the charging cable, which is USB-C to USB-C with the brand new braided cable. Now as for the clones, it may or may not come with the braided cable depending if they have in stock. Now one thing about the clones, if you do purchase it, is to not use any fast charging power adapters. Always use power adapter that is 5 watts or below. So it is recommended to use a slow charger or to just plug into your computer to charge, because if you do use a fast charger, let's say 15 watts, 20 watts, or even higher, this could actually degrade the battery significantly faster. Now according to some people, it says that it will degrade up to 3, even 4 times quicker. So once again, the left side is the clone, the right side is originals. We got the extra small, small, and large. And here is the original ones. Once again, extra small, small, and large. The actual ear tip holder is slightly different. So let's start with the original AirPods Pro 2s. As you can see, once again, we've got that really thick plastic, really easy to peel, and really easy to just push the AirPods Pro out. Here once again, it's a quick look at the plastic, really thick. And here is going to be the clone, the Danny version 5.2 H2S Ultra. As you can see, the plastic is really thin. But this obviously doesn't affect the actual quality of the product. When holding both cases on the hand, it does feel pretty much identical. But here, as you can see, here's a close-up look of the LED diffuser on both. And here's a side-by-side of both charging case. As you can tell, both of these will have the same identical matte metal hinge. All other clones will also have metal hinge, but it does not have the same identical matte painted hinge. And here you can see the engravings that says designed by California, assembled in China. As for the original ones, it may say assembled in Vietnam because it is manufactured in both China and Vietnam. And finally, right here is going to be the port, the brand new USB-C port. As you can see, the little pin inside is identical with the white color. And here's the speakers. If you open up the lid, we will have the green LED on both. And here is going to be the serial number, and here is the original ones. Very similar, as you can see. The earbuds in the case. Both of these will have the reverse magnetic hinge. As you can tell, need some force to close the lid. You'll be able to see how the hinge looks inside the case. So once again, left is the clone, right is the originals, and as you can tell, they are practically identical to each other. The snap of the lid does feel pretty much identical, but I would say that the originals is going to be a little bit stronger. So it does have stronger magnets. We got the Danny version 5.2 H2S Ultra to the originals. As you can see, it looks very similar. We got the sensor over there. Here is going to be the back of the earbuds with the metal mesh, as well as on the top. Both of these will have the same charging mechanism with the chrome ring and the white plastic. One thing for sure that I would say about the clones is that the ear tips are harder to remove compared to the originals. So right now I'm going to show you guys the pairing process of the clone, the Danny version 5.2 H2S Ultra. And I'm going to show you guys how exactly iCloud quick switch or iCloud multi-device switching works. So first of all, as you can tell, I have both my iPhone and iPad. My iPad is currently running iPadOS 17.2 and my iPhone is currently running on iOS 17.1.1. What you're going to do is simply open up the lid. And then you'll have the pop-up animation on both devices, and then what you're gonna do is simply tap on connect on your iPhone or secondary iPhone as well, or iPad, and then what you're gonna do is hold the pairing button in the back until it says connecting. So once it is connected, as you can see, we got the battery percentage right here on the iPhone, and on the iPad it talks about Siri. So I'm going to tap on not now. So yeah, if I open up the lid, you will have the pop-up animation on both devices, which is normal. We've got battery percentage of the earbuds and also of the charging case. And if I do go on my iPhone right here, tap right here, connect to the earbuds, as you can see they are connected right there. We've got the AirPods Pro 2's logo. And if I go right here on the iPad Pro, doesn't matter which iPad you have, once again, tap right here, it is connected as well. So as you can tell, I'm connected to both devices. I can switch in between simultaneously. As you can see, as I connect to my iPhone, it disconnects on the iPad. So this is exactly how iCloud Quick Switch works, allowing you to switch in between your devices without the hassle to repair them. So this is the trick on how to do it. If you go to the Bluetooth settings, you can go actually adjust the name of the product. We got adaptive audio, ANC and transparency mode settings, you got the pressure control settings, call controls, personalized volume, air detection. You can turn it off if you do not like it. And then at the bottom right here we got the serial number. So now I've got the Denny version 5.2 H2S Ultra in my ears, the clones. I'm going to test out ANC and transparency mode to see if it actually works or not and how good they are, and then I'm going to be comparing those to the originals. I'm also going to be comparing conversation awareness and of course adaptive audio to see if it actually works or not on the clones. So let's test out transparency mode first. So with transparency mode turned on, it does work. I can hear my surroundings. Obviously, it's not going to be as good as the original ones. The original ones are really clear as if you're not wearing any earbuds. But still, with these earbuds, they do a decent job. I wouldn't say that they are the top-notch best clone out there. I believe that the version 5.2 Tiger Builder do have better transparency mode, but they still get the job done. I'm still able to hear my surroundings, so that's pretty cool. And if I do turn on ANC, ANC does pretty well. Once again, not as good as the original ones, but it does have a pretty great intensity of noise cancellation. If I turn off adaptive audio, it just turns off ANC. It does not actually work. So right now I'm going to test out conversation awareness. As you can see, conversation awareness is turned on, and as I spoke, it actually went from ANC to transparency mode. So let's say I stop talking right now. And as you can see, it went back to noise cancellation, and as I spoke again, it went back to transparency mode. So conversation awareness do work on this clone on the Danny version 5.2 H2S Ultra. It is the first clone that I've seen so far that has real conversation awareness that actually works, but adaptive audio still does not work on any of the clones. So right now let's test out the transparency mode on the original AirPods Pro 2s. Let's turn transparency mode on. And transparency mode is obviously very clear on the original ones. It's as if once again that I was not wearing any earbuds. So let's test out ANC. ANC is really good, and it also not only blocks out pretty much my whole environment, but also it does block out pretty great my own voice. So comparing to the Denny version 5.2 H2S Ultra, I would say it is approximately 75% as good as the original ones. It also depends on the environment you're in. So right now I'm going to be testing the sound quality of both of these earbuds, starting with the clone. I'm going to be listening at 50% volume, and then I'm going to be adjusting the volume accordingly, either lower or higher, just to see if it sounds better or worse. Spatial audio turn off, but then I'm going to turn it on just to see if it does work and how good it actually is compared to the original ones. So let's go. Now we'll be testing the original ones, once again at 50% volume. So yeah, I would say the sound quality of the Denny version 5.2 H2S Ultra would sound pretty good at 50% volume, and I would say that compared to the original ones, they are decently pretty close. But one difference for sure I would say is that the original ones do sound a little bit more clear, and also when spatial audio is turned on, it does sound better than the actual clone when spatial audio is turned on them. I would say overall they sound pretty good, but the original ones will have better clarity. And for sure, just like the original ones, these will have the pressure control. So if you press once, it will pause, press once again, it will play, swipe down to decrease the volume, swipe up to increase the volume. So like I said earlier in this video, that the Denny version 5.2 H2S Ultra will support Android devices. So for Android users, if you do have an Android phone or Android tablet, you can download Storefront APK app. So once you're in the Storefront app, as you can see, we can tell how much battery life we've got on each of the earbuds, and of course of the charging case. If I remove the right side of the earbuds, you'll see that the logo shows that it stops charging. So right here, basically, once again, you can change the name of the product to whatever you want. We then have ANC transparency mode. You can switch in between the modes, spatial audio as well. You can turn on head tracking. Head tracking does work. Here you can turn off air detection if you do not want it. We got Siri right there. You you can turn on latency mode. And basically right here we got a quick information of the product, such as which chipset it has and also which firmware it is. So this is a microphone test of the brand new version 5.2 H2S Ultra. You guys will let me know down in the comments if it is any better or close to the original ones. As we all know, the original AirPods Pro 2s have one of the best microphones. But this is exactly how it's going to sound like, raw audio coming straight from the microphones itself, and this is exactly how it's going to sound like whenever you're making a phone call. So this is a microphone test of the original Apple AirPods Pro 2s, and this is exactly how it's going to sound like whenever you're making a phone call. Obviously, I'm expecting these to sound really clear compared to the first generation of AirPods Pro 1s, and of course better than the clones, pretty much any of the clones out there that exist. So last thing we'll check is the weight of each product. So here is the version 5.2 H2S Ultra with the earbuds inside the case. If you put it right here, we can see that it weighs approximately in total 54 grams. And here are the original ones, earbuds in the case once again. As you can see, it weighs approximately 62 grams. So approximately it is 8 grams heavier. So right now let's have a look at the weight of each earbuds. Be approximately 4 grams each. 4 grams and a half, so 9 grams in total. And here we've got the original ones. Each earbud would weight approximately 5 grams or so, 5.5 grams each. So this is possibly mainly due to the plastic being a little bit thicker or due to the internals inside the earbuds being a little bit thicker. Also, you have to consider that the original ones, the AirPods Pros, also the case, do have a lot of glue inside. Compared to the clones, they pretty much don't have any glue. So guys, this is another real versus fake video. If you did enjoy watching this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Once again, all the links will be down in the description where you guys can check the version 5.2 H2S Ultra or simply get the original AirPods Pro 2s. I believe that both of these products are pretty similar in terms of sound quality. Obviously, the original ones will have better ANC and better transparency mode. But if you guys got any questions, comment below in this video. If you guys are confused on how to spot a clone, I'll have a link down in the description for a video how to identify clones, and that way if you do make a purchase online or in person, you'll know how to not get scammed and what to look for. Just guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys very soon. Peace out.